Hello, everybody. It's your old friend Gary Lucas, and coming to you live here from the West Village of Manhattan on a very snowy day. It's kind of receded. Little location, my little Speedify device, which I'm overpaying for, failed once again, so we're going to move it over here. But that's nice because there's a cool little ambient glow. Ambient. Just a slip of the tongue. So I'm going to play for you here in the foggy. It looks very foggy, doesn't it, on the readout? I mean, I've got the mirror image thing going on here, so I don't know. But it's a diffused light situation in the apartment. I don't have many of them going other than the perennial Christmas lights, which we've decided to keep up year-round to further infuse a festive atmosphere in this joint. We like them. I even got them draped over the flat screen in the other room. And there they twinkle merrily while we watch all the horrible news as of relentlessly pouring forth as of late. But I'm trying to instill a sense of good news here. Temperature fluctuations. dark, the lights come up, she sings a line fantastic. She weaves a spell, the people yell, you bought a bit of plastic. When the scales fall from your heart and love starts looking drastic, watch your in a heart, watch the siren singing. Now you see her, now you don't use, will never stop a ringing. Now she leans right over you, now she starts to sway. It's Morgana is her name, you better start praying. Her stolen kiss traced of the mystery, lifeline is an anchor. You reach to touch her silken hair, but this you come to thank her. Hitting cash now turns to ash, you stupid bloody wanker. Watch your in a hot watch, siren singing. Now you see her, now you know the ears will never stop ringing. Now she leans right over you, and now she starts to sway. And by Morgana is her name, you better start praying. On a spree, eternity and more. She's back in. Look out, man, you're in a plan. Lay waste to your heart, I reckon. Apple before you fall. A kiss is just a kill to her. Sigh is just a sigh. All the bitter's pure as gold, and you better not try to penetrate the mystery, the pulp beneath the bone. By the time Morgana's come to earth, you better stay home. Can't touch this. Icy stare, mournful that can hypnotize all sailor. Now full fathom fighters lie beneath the coral jailer. It's cool, Morgana seals the fate just when you come to nail her. Watch you hold it in a hot watch, siren singing. Now you see her, now you don't, your ears will never stop ringing. You gaze into her eyes and find an unforgiving shore. By the time Morgana drags you down, you shipwrecked evermore. Shipwrecked evermore. Shipwrecked evermore. All right, I got to do with Rick Kelly. Once he digs himself out, it's very, very slippery and treacherous today. And I canceled the doctor's appointment. I have to go in every 2 weeks for, all sorts of things that qualify me and should have put me at the head of the line for the vaccine, but that's a good story. My friend Arthur Levy came up with a phone number here in New York City, hitherto unknown to me or promulgated in any media that I'd seen, whereby you could actually get a human to talk to and book a vaccination appointment. And this was after weeks, if not months, spent fruitlessly trying to get on any website that would have me register for vaccination. And all of them said, we're out of it, or we have no appointments left, sorry. Every one of them, repeatedly. So I called that number, and my God, they called me back. You didn't even have to wait. They said, if you want us to call you back, we should be with you in about 10 minutes, and they called back. And so they gave me a whole list of places to sign up for, including a place up in my hometown, Syracuse. No, I don't think so. Aqueduct, that's way the heck away from where I am here in the West Village. And the Javits Center, which is not that far, really. It's about halfway up the West Side Highway. Big convention center. So I said, it's got to be the Javits Center. So, okay, they said, what are you doing on March 2nd, Yeah, okay, I can do that. Sorry, it's gone already. I mean, they just start dropping out from under the person's screen that you're talking to someone. I guess it was a woman in her house because I heard kids tumbling around in the background. And, I mean, I doubt that there are many people in the collective office situation booking these vaccine appointments. Nevertheless, finally, we hit on March 30th, which is almost 6 weeks from now. It seems like an infinity away. I mean, it just seems like a long wait around. So, all right, I took it because that's all that came up after about 5 different, how about this date, how about that? Oh, they're gone now. So I was all set. So I gave Caroline that number. And she called up, and she's not even, let's say, of legal age to do this, but she does have a few issues going on. So anyway, I thought it was worth a shot. She called at 9:30. I think this line goes on from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. And she got an appointment on Saturday. The nerve. And, I said, well, you should switch with me now. You can't do that. So she's going in, but she's all fearful of, she's technically an English person and not a fully naturalized citizen, nor does she want to be after all these years. And who would blame her? And, no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I'm going to see how it goes. I keep calling. I've called about 5 times since then to protest this situation, saying, well, I'm older than she is, and I've got at least 3 underlying issues here. Yeah, I'm one of the walking wounded. No, I'm actually feeling pretty good. Though, when I saw the snow situation today, I instantly returned to bed after getting our morning coffee, taking Lulu out and everything. I just thought, okay, that's it. Oh, no, I did post some beautiful reviews came in today. Always great to see on my Essential Gary Lucas collection, which I need to brandish in front of the computer screen one more time. It won't be the last one. Bang, clunk. Here it is in all its beauty. It's like a little brick of, I don't know, a small package of value will come to you shortly. And it's about, some of my best. Would it be my best? I don't know, because, like I've said before, there are often moments of crystal clarity during the day, and I'm like, damn, why didn't I include that track? Because I like them all, I wouldn't have put my name on them if I thought there was any filler in there. It's all killer, no filler. It's just depending on your mood probably at the time, and, how many people actually sit down and listen closely to anything anymore. Maybe some paid critics, although I don't know how, they couldn't pay me enough to sit through most of the stuff that gets touted week after week on people's lists and playlists. And I duly try and research these things on my own after I read about a group or an artist I've never heard of. And I'm not always, but sometimes very disappointed. And I'm like, what were they thinking? These writers, do they just have to do it, to make show? To keep a stiff upper lip or put up a good front? I mean, do they really, really like the stuff? So, but who knows, as music is a very subjective medium. And critics are like, well, that dirty saying, critics are like, all right, I'll shorten it, a-holes, everyone's got one. I mean, everybody's entitled, nothing is better, nothing is best. Take care of yourself, get plenty of rest. That's what I was doing mostly this morning, but I did see and post beautiful interview I did with my pal Sergio, and I think he was calling me from Barcelona, if I'm not mistaken. And that just ran in Ruta 66, which is the biggest and best rock magazine in Spain, a country I love to play in. I've done extensive touring there. I can't wait to get back there. And so that's online. I'm waiting for a friend to step forward to do a proper translation because my Spanish is none too good. But anyway, I know you're out there. And if you're not out there, I'll find somebody else. There was also a very good review in Jazzwise magazine which I love this magazine because it's more on the proper jazz tip, I'd say, than The Wire. But they have a lot of the same writers, and this is by Edwin Pouncey, who also does beautiful cartoons under the name Savage Pencil. He did a cartoon of me dressed as Dracula once. I posted a few days ago, so that was nice to see. Yes, it was just one of those coincidences, folks. And I want to thank Ruben Miles Ty, RMT Productions, for initiating that. Jeff Bell over there in the Knitting Factory office in London. And then I just got a translation in from my friend Mirai Brouwer, who has translated the second half of an interview I did with a venerable journalist from the Netherlands, Corné Evers, who I haven't seen in years. Now he's living in Manaus, Philippines, but he managed to do a really good, meaty interview, so I think that translation will be up within the hour or so. I just got to refine it a little bit. So that's always good because, as much as I plug away with these concerts and with, relentless, let's say, reposting of stuff, of music and tracks, I'm a very generous person in that regard. I've given so much away for virtually nothing, online, in the hopes that it would catch somebody's ear. And I know that you're out there. And the people who get it really get it. So everybody watching today, thank you. You're in that select congregation. The congregation, please rise and continue on page 56. try a little experiment. Oh, I blew my ears out right before playing. Yeah, I love to do it. I have rather a powerful stereo setup, which I don't often turn up full blast. But I did because I got in a beautiful mix of a track. Well, it's a secret track, but I have some great people on it. And it's scheduled as a bonus track for a vinyl version of this new concatenation of musical wonderment, the essential Gary Lucas. I don't know what we're going to call it yet. I got some ideas. Yeah, here it is again. But we're going to do a one vinyl offshoot to be manufactured in Italy but exported out of Italy. Anyway, it's in the works, and I don't want to say too much about it, but I have a very nice person, Virgiana Garau, who I've never met, actually, but I look forward to it, who's working on putting this together. So she thought, well, we need some more bonus tracks so that we can make repeat sales with all you fans. I mean, why not? I think that's an excellent idea. And I have just a whole bag of tricks of extra tracks that have been cluttering up my iTunes for years, just waiting for the proper moment to unleash them. And they have to fit some specific criteria. But I think I've just the track now. So I have my friend David Siskovich, otherwise known as Cisco, who's a great, great guy, and a beatsmeister monster par excellence in the dance music genre, working assiduously to tweak this track with a really powerful vocal by Felice Rosser, an old friend of mine, going way back to CBS Records days. She was once working in the Paris office in their international division. When we first met, must have been about 77, 78. And I've known her forever. And actually, Felice was at a show we did, the Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band, in 1980 in Paris. We played at the Élysée Montmartre, a beautiful joint that was functioned as a striptease theater, burlesque theater. Okay, let's be kind here. On most days, but on Sunday we happened to get an afternoon show there because the Bataclan, which you may have heard of, was the scene of that horrible gun-down atrocity a couple of years ago. They were closed to us for some reason. That's where we were originally scheduled. So we got in the Élysée, and I remember, just like playing away and Felice being there. And who was backstage? Yeah, passed out backstage was John Lurie, the star of Painting with John, his latest manifestation on HBO. Good for you, John. But I don't think he really remembered much of that show because I came upon him fast asleep in a deep trance in the backstage. But that's Paris for you. You never know what you're going to turn up when you play there. So anyway, we're preparing this track, and I don't want to spoil too much of it, but it's a good one, and you're going to have to get it, I say. Meanwhile, Richard Porton, my old friend, dear friend, one of the best film critics in the whole wide world, just gave me a copy of Sight and Sound's International Film Magazine End of the Year Special. Whoops. Here we go through the mirror, which they're listing the best 50 films of 2020. And I can't wait to look at that. That's a great British Film Institute magazine offshoot. As you know, I'm a film buff. And speaking of film critics, do check out Glenn Kenny's excellent book, Mad Men, all about the making of and the backstory about Goodfellas, Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas. And while you're at it, check out Scorsese's new essay that just came out in, I think, Harper's Magazine, in which he lambastes the present-day Hollywood film industry by and large for basically treating film as product and not art. And, of course, we could go into endless debates about that. I'm kind of an art guy myself and usually fall on the side of not necessarily art for art's sake, but I know what I like and what the criteria would be to interest me in something, and generally it's not often mainstream, but that's me. I mean, again, it's like the debate about music, everybody's got their opinions. But this is a good essay, and it directs you specifically to a new box set, Blu-ray box set of Federico Fellini's, some of his greatest films. There's 8 of them, I believe, in there. And most of them I have on DVD that I collected over the years. But I wouldn't mind seeing them in this new format. But that's what they always do, don't they? Don't you? As soon as there's a technology shift, they'll sell you everything back again with a few extras thrown in. That's how the CD saved the music biz back in the 80s. It was like repackaging old rope with a few bonus. Well, we're all doing it. Anyway, so who am I to say nay on this? And let's see, we got 2 minutes left. So, well, that was invigorating. Maybe I'll take Lulu out for a walk. Probably not. I don't think she's going to appreciate it so much. But let's take a look at the winter wonderland that we have outside. Well, it seems to have pretty much stopped snowing for the moment, but we got another 3 inches coming tomorrow. And have they plowed out a little bit? Could be worse. Damn. All right, I loved the snow. I grew up in it, and bring it on. Okay, so much fun playing for you today, as always. And I hope to see you on Saturday. I'll be here at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And big hugs to everybody later. Be safe. Bye-bye.